Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at some people that got caught lying on the internet, on social medias. Nick Frost just confirmed Hot Fuzz 2. Nick Frost. No, I didn't. Yeah, that'll do it, eh? That's how it'll do it. That's so embarrassing, man. Like, imagine being that guy. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Once again, thank you guys for sponsoring me, and also thank you for that delicious lunch you sent over. Today we made some spicy chicken tabbouleh, and like, oh my god, guys, I'm still drooling thinking about it. HelloFresh's meal kits are one of my favorite discoveries of the past year. Rather than going to the grocery store and spending a bunch of time buying some ingredients that you're probably gonna throw out anyway, HelloFresh delivers mouthwatering seasonal recipes and pre-measured ingredients straight to your door. If you're a vegetarian, they've got an option for you. A pescatarian, they also have an option for you. And if you're looking to cut down on the calories, they also have a calorie smart option, which is what I chose. Not only does HelloFresh cut down on the time that you spend going to the grocery store, you're gonna cut down on waste, and you're gonna cut down on the time it takes to cook because HelloFresh's meals are easy and fun and fast to prepare. Plus, the packaging is made out of almost 100% recycled materials. If all of this sounds good to you, this is this month's code. Go to HelloFresh.com, use code Charlotte14 for 14 free meals plus free shipping. How can you say no to that? Once again, go to HelloFresh.com and use code Charlotte14 for 14 free meals plus free shipping. All right, let's get back to the video. The black cat is blind. They never leave each other. Bam! According to TikToker Annie M, a tattoo artist who lives in the Ukraine, they are simply happy cats who love each other. She says it's pure love. When asked if the cats do this all the time or if it was just a random one-off, Annie posted more videos showing the feline BFFs walking together. Neither of them is blind. Why are you lying about cats being blind? What does that do for you? Does that help you in any way? What's the point of that? I don't get it. Stop lying on the internet. But then again, don't stop lying on the internet because then I don't have content. Original poster claims he remembers smiling at his grandma when he was a day old. My grandmother gave this to me when I was 1 day old. I remember smiling at her. I'm almost 59. No, you don't. Let's see what the comment said. Newborns can't even see anything clearly for the first couple of months. They recognize mom and find boobs by the smell. Do they really? That's cool. Yep, this is true. Estimated focal distance, the distance they can make out of objects, is 30 centimeters max, or roughly the distance from nipple to face. Isn't that interesting? Thought to be a part of the bonding process. I don't know when this is a thing though, because newborns' eyes are all kind of all over the place and I can't imagine them being able to see at all. Ah yes, I remember this time when I was 1 day old, fresh out of the womb. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's because my brain is superior to others. You might think that an average newborn wouldn't be able to remember something like this, but I am not average. I have an IQ of 187. Hurt feelings. Jermaine says Brett isn't replying to emails about Flight of the Conchords reunion. Jermaine Clement said this is not really true, by the way. When your fake news story doesn't even last 10 minutes before being called out. Don't you just love a good fake news headline? It's all clickbait. That's the thing. Because guess what? Nobody gives a crap past the headline. Just get you to click, see the ad, and that's all there is. I know, I worked in the news for 5 years on YouTube, so it's worse. William Shatner, the legend of the American TV series Star Trek, will now host a new program with us. Captain Kirk went over to the side of good. William Shatner responds. The Shatner comes in. Enter the Shatner. Let me be crystal clear. I don't know this woman at all. In no way am I going to tolerate vernacular like this. I'm not political and I'm angry that the head of a network would say this about me on a show they only bought for distributions. I apologize to my fans on her behalf. NC. God, my chair is so squeaky. It's farty, squeaky. If there weren't for the backing music, you guys would just hear me squeak the whole video. My younger brother committed suicide last weekend by overdosing on something. He was found with headphones on, presumably listening to something. This is his YouTube account. He made a playlist containing 6 songs that was edited the day he passed. This is one of the 6 songs. With the method he used, he was dead after about 30 minutes, probably unconscious around 12 minutes. I like to think that it was peaceful for him with his music on. I love you, Miles. I miss you every day for the rest of my life. This account has been copy-pasting my comment about my brother's suicide in March. If you want to know the actual songs he was listening to, it's under the playlist on this account called Buh. Guys, stop using tragedy for likes on the internet. Stop using other people's tragedy and lies about tragedy for attention on the internet. But also don't, because that's gonna be the thumbnail, so thanks. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Don Cheedy secretly married longtime partner Bridget Coulter after 28 years together. Secret? You mean because we didn't have People magazine cover it? I love it when the celebrities call out people lying on the internet. Like, it's just great. How do they see it? Like, they must be like looking at the hashtags with their name or people at them, but still. That much better. It's like a little cherry on top, some whipped cream. Nice little nugget on top of the whipped cream. I would still eat the nugget. I would. I love nuggets. This a-hole impersonated my grandma. I thought it was her at first, with the convo starting off as normal, till a little later. Glad my parents told me about these people who sadly exist on the internet. First time posting here, didn't think I'd see the day. Had to edit it long ways because no galleries. How are you doing? Good. I turned 19 a week ago. I'm doing pretty good and so happy now because my life has really changed for the better. I'm not sure if you've heard about the great new me yet. Sorry, I was away from my phone. What's the good news? Have you ever heard anything about the Publisher Clearinghouse, who's helping hearing, deaf, retired, disabled, and some Facebook users? No, I haven't. I received $300,000 from them and also saw you name them on the winner list. This is not advertised publicly. I'm so happy to be among the lucky winners. ... 300 million? That's pretty suspicious. I would have seen it on the news. OMG, you really miss a lot. I think you should contact the claiming agent in charge to claim your winning money as well. Do you know how to apply? And they're just gonna give me 300 million? Sorry, I don't think so. You said it's for deaf or people who are losing their hearing. Why did they give the money to us or to pay for hearing implants to help the impaired? I got my $300 million delivery to me for real and I took it to my bank account. This is real and legitimate. You spelled 300 million wrong. It sounds more like you got 30 million. Why tell me this than mom? Or even call her? Will you like to contact the claiming agent in charge to claim your winning money? I'm gonna do a test. Here's the online claiming agent text number. Agent Smith Barry is the one that helped me claim my winning money. When was I born? Because last I checked, I haven't spoken to my grandmother on Messenger since 2019. Why are you trying to scam me by impersonating my grandma, you jerk? Get a life. My mom didn't raise no fool. No, she did not. Mama didn't raise no idiot. I like how the scammer just doesn't even respond to the questions. Contact the agent. Receive your prize. You're really good at your job, buddy. I'm impressed. We've been getting the runaround for over 2 weeks, again and again, rudely giving us no information as to why they weren't able to give us the gun that we already paid for. Then today, called my mother and very rudely told her that she absolutely was not going to get the gun and it couldn't possibly be for her. Why? Because she's old and a woman. Response from the owner. Your mom isn't giving you the whole story. It appears she's buying guns for her son who, according to online court records, has a felony conviction. That is super illegal for both of them. We weren't going to post anything publicly about this, but well, here we are. Ooh, that's a little awkward, eh? Here's a little awkward turtle swimming in, coming in. The awkward turtle. What a little throwback, eh? I lost my voice because it was canceled Canada Day yesterday. Actually, 2 days ago. Yesterday was a blur. I think I just slept all day. The video got age restricted by YouTube. If you want to help me, go to my Cash App on my About page. It says age restricted video requested by uploader. That's embarrassing. Oh, please help me. Please help me. I'm losing money. I was so looking forward to dinner tonight. My husband made reservations over a week ago for my birthday. He received an email confirmation of our reservation as well. Their site says to call before we go in case they have to change their hours due to COVID. Although we have confirmed reservations, my husband thought to call about 1.5 hours before our reservation. They told him they don't take reservations and would not honor ours. In fact, when he asked if we'd be able to be seated if we came in our reserved time, they simply said, I think you should find somewhere else to go. Wow, with a written confirmed reservations, they wouldn't even say, sure, come on in. Apparently at Reds, the customer is not always right. Response from the owner, because you weren't actually right. We do not have an online reservation system and never have. When this was explained to you, you became irate and abusive. You won't be missed. Can we get rid of that customer's always right? I think that people are starting to use that for evil and not good. You're not always right just because you're the customer. I'm sorry, you're just not. This is why we have Karens, okay? This is why Karens exist. Honestly, I think it's because it's the customer is right mentality. Let's get rid of that. My 12-year-old son got someone pregnant. Did I do something wrong? Yes, Nick, I'm afraid you did. You violated our Quora's policy against writing insincere questions. According to your other activity on Quora, you're either 16, 17, or 18 years old. You have a 15-year-old daughter who's also pregnant. You have a 13-year-old daughter who's also pregnant. You have a 3-year-old daughter who is pregnant. That is an awful lot of sexually active children for one person to have, especially if you're still a teenager yourself. It's a bit weird. Oh God. Is this what bored people do? I don't know, man. I didn't know you could get clout on Quora too. Is that Quora clout? Is that a thing? You like that? Does that make you feel good? It's so weird. Oh my God. Found this on the beach in Portugal. You bloody rad femmes get everywhere. Woman won't weesh. Mate, you still got the bloody stick in your hand. Woman claims to have found a message from a fan at the beach, is still holding the stick she used to draw it in her hand. Oh, I'm so famous. Oh, I'm so famous that fans leave messages for me in the sand. I'm literally just that famous. Cool. Worst Airbnb experience so far. My coworkers and I stayed for about 3 weeks. In that time, the internet kept losing connection. The bathroom toilet had a leak in it. Also, the AC broke and had to get a hotel room for the night because it was not fixed. On top of all these problems, I listened to the owner. He then proceeded to say that we caused property damage and requested us to pay the cost. Absolutely horrible and very unprofessional. Tyler and his fellow guests are... This just got interesting. They kept finding ways to get my female property manager to the house, like unplugging the router and claiming the internet went out. When she would arrive, Tyler and his fellow male guests hung several nude photos of women around the house and played on their phones and TV. She claims they even made unwanted physical contact. She's filed a police report and a felony assault charge is pending against Tyler and one of his fellow guests that were in the home. Airbnb has been notified and they are working to get his account banned. When confronted about the allegations, Tyler became incredibly defensive and ended up purposefully destroying my property, causing over $1,500 in damage. This is an Airbnb nightmare guest. I've hosted near 1,000 guests and this is by far the worst hosting experience I've ever had. Tyler is currently under investigation by Moline PD for the allegations listed. Okay then, Tyler. I think that might be it. I think I'm done. I think that's a lot. That's a lot. Guys, that's a lot. I have anxiety. Okay. Alrighty guys, those were some people caught lying on the internet. Always a juicy episode. Always juicy, always fresh. Make sure you wash your vegetables before you eat them and your fruits. Don't want you to get all gut rotty and stuff. Some tapeworms and stuff. Don't want that for you guys. Oh, and you should also remember to subscribe!